I was curious to see this movie, but this was my reaction after watching it.
Dude, that movie sucked.
Hey guys, welcome to another review. Here's my review for the movie Imaginary. This is another horror movie from Blumhouse Productions, who's also the production company behind this year's Night Swim, and this movie stars DeWanda Wise, Dan DeLigro, Piper Braun, Tom Payne, Bette Buckley, Tegan Burns, Veronica Falcon, and Matthew Sato. Yep. The movie is directed by Jeff Wadlow, the same guy who directed Kick-Ass 2, a sequel to a film I clearly liked and enjoyed. But anyways, this movie is about this stepmother called Jessica who moves back to her childhood home with her stepdaughter called Alice, and she finds her stuffed teddy bear called Chauncey, who's also her imaginary friend. And Alice's behaviour gets more concerning when it does get worse for her, because she finds out that Chauncey is evil, basically. Now, before this movie was released, I wasn't sure what to expect. I only saw the trailers and posters for this movie, but I thought this concept for this movie sounded interesting. It looked like it was going to be, I guess, Ted meets Child's Play, something like that, because you got like a teddy bear, and then you have something evil, like a toy that comes to life in terms of a Child's Play idea. So that's what I meant by that. But, however, I saw it last Saturday, and to be honest, it sucked. Before I get into why I didn't like this movie, I'll start with one or two redeeming things that I'll give this movie points for. I thought, like I said earlier, I thought the premise for this movie sounded interesting. I mean, because it just seemed like a cool idea for a horror film, and the music was creepy too, but however, that's it. Everything else was just crap. The story for this movie was just as badly executed and predictable, and there's just some jump scares that didn't feel scary at all. The acting wasn't good. It was mostly quite wooden, to be honest. The directing, while I do like what this director did with Kick-Ass 2, an action movie and sort of a superhero film, I feel like he doesn't know how to direct a horror movie properly. He usually can do good action films, I guess, but horror, not so much. What else? And also, making it a PG-13 horror film doesn't usually work when compared to an R-rated horror film. R-rated horror films work a lot better when it comes to horror films, rather than a PG-13. The script was also very cringe. There's dialogue that I could not stand in this movie. The lighting and the visual and effects also look really bad, especially when Chauncey the bear turns into a monster-like creature, and this movie has like a $10 million budget. Is that a joke of itself? But anyways, the characters are also not interested in this movie. I barely rooted for any of them in this movie, because when I watch a horror film, I want to root for the characters, mostly the heroes, because you want them to succeed and beat the bad guy, but this movie barely felt like that. The ending of this movie, which I won't spoil, didn't feel like a proper conclusion to this movie or story at all, because before the credits rolled, I was like, oh, that's it, and it's over. Really? And I don't know if they're going to make any more. I don't think they're going to make a sequel. Hopefully not, because this movie just led to nothing. But anyways, for my rating, I'm going to give this movie a D. I'll give it props for the idea and the music, but other than that, I was just disappointed in this movie. It was just generic crap, and I don't recommend it because I don't know if this movie's going to make a profit or not, but since I was only in the theatre with 2 people, but other than that, if this movie does make a profit, they might make a sequel, which please don't, so do not pay money to see it. I should not have this time. But yeah, those are just my quick thoughts on Imaginary. So What are your thoughts if you've seen it? And what's your favourite horror film where something comes to life? Tell me down in the comments. Don't forget to share this video if you liked it. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you.